the Solnari of Rachni is out there blowing up the world, and we ran away from his ass, so all should be peaceful and not cry, right? Let's see what the Archon Quest Part 2 or whatever the hell has got for us. Surely the world's in a great state.
It's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town.
Not a few days since the goddamn sinner's been released.
Still no news about Rerir, though. Where could he have slunk off to? If only
Mountains,
he was down for
Deathlands.
good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
No, we have not.
Hello, you must be the Traveler and Paimon?
Oh, great.
Mr. Flynn has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
There's a quarry in this town?
Wild hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over there right away.
Yeah, did you think the fucking 10%, 20% rebuilt sinner was just gonna fucking chill out? Song 2. What the fuck did I say Song 2? Song of the Welkin Moon Act 2. The nation that doesn't exist. Well, this should be good. Surely we won't run into anything horrible down here out in Nod Krai after all that. We don't have the power to kill this son of a bitch. I don't think anyone has the strength. Our moon maid don't got her moon powers. No Archons out here. Shit. Someone called Dan stuff. He's supposed to be able to fight the sinners, so he's got to be strong enough to fight them with their full power, right? Or else how is he planning on beating them? Also, there was a quarry here the entire time? Never told me.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Sounds like the nigga was
Looks
in.
like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
We're screwed.
He's not seriously still getting stronger. What's his endgame here?
Destroying this nation. Actually, maybe the planet.
Here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again.
Yeah,
But it's like he just vanished into thin air.
so we have a...
No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As
So
you
we
can
just got a
see,
loose
the
cannon threat
crystalite
in the
itself is
background.
physically intact, but the Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
And we're sure that Rerir did this.
I mean,
Who
who
else?
else?
He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Racher of Solnari set to maximum threat level.
Wait, ain't no
Warning,
way.
unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Are you saying he actually is reaching his fucking full power?
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rerir just after regaining his body? There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
Well, he was kind of normal, then we fucking triggered him because we blew up and purified his goddamn heart, so I mean...
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him. Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's
That
still
just
out
chills.
there, lurking somewhere in Nod Krai, waiting for his chance to strike.
Waiting. Oh, he's on his way. He's about to kill us.
Chillier.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage.
Yeah, great.
If he has
Now we're
such
gonna be at one even
overwhelming
more.
strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows. Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
The other thing
Never
is,
does.
how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses.
He'd be right
and we'd
here.
still be in the dark.
He could be one of us.
Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
Is this gonna be our tie into Khaenri'ah lore?
We wouldn't even know where to begin looking.
Yeah, we would.
Even Boss hadn't
Khaenri'ah.
heard of the Rerir of Solnari
We know
before all
exactly
this.
where he's from.
I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nod Krai, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
Yeah, because he's not from Nod Krai. We gotta go to Sumeru, go to Khaenri'ah. Well, not go to Khaenri'ah, but you get the idea. Find an expert on Khaenri'ah. No one talks about the nature of 500 years ago. Also, we know someone. His name's 𝐁𝐞𝐫𝐢𝐫. He knows everything about this son of a bitch that we could probably want.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. But if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look.
What do you mean we have no idea where to
Last
look?
time we had
We have the
Marionette
greatest
and our
lead
big
possible.
Robo-buddy to help us. And we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone... Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Yeah, we got the Fatui. Ask them for help.
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki. Somewhere like the Eye of 𝐀𝐫𝐤, or the Pillar of 𝐁𝐵𝐿.
Or the
One
damsel
thing's for
that.
sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis.
So how the fuck are we supposed to
However,
split up and
it
knock
is
him
worth
out?
noting that these 2 locations are quite far apart.
Split apart, we don't have enough
To
power.
investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rerir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on 𝐁𝐶 Island.
Wait, why 𝐁𝐶 Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
You're gonna eat that too.
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
So we're just gonna ignore the fact that we know he's Khaenri'ah, and we can tell them slightly his backstory. And that we have a
Splitting
friend
up's always
who's
gonna
also
be
another Khaenri'ah.
risky, but I guess
Who's
we
hunting
don't have much
exactly
choice,
him now?
right? We're in a race against time here.
Just ignore that fact.
Run into Rerir? What then?
That's when you follow the 3rd rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Didn't you say the 3rd rule was go with the flow?
I don't know.
I mean, he's running away,
Dad.
just going with the flow.
Whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
So that roll
Agreed.
3 to 4.
If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rerir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area and alert the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Inepha, let's go.
And make sure the cannon doesn't get activated. What's everyone doing, actually? What are we all doing just running around? I see what she's doing. I have no idea what the hell Yehoda's doing. I have no idea what we're doing. Neither of those locations are fucking pretty prominent. I guess just warning people that there's a giant nuclear threat inbound. Like, shout out to just not informing them. We have no information on him. She's never even heard of the Racher of Solnari. Well, he's a Khaenri'ah. We know he's a Khaenri'ah center, so he's from Khaenri'ah. And we have a dude who's been hunting them down, who could help us, but we'll just ignore that. No, possibly
Any
wait.
leads?
Your boss could use that information to help us track down a guy named 𝐁𝐞𝐫𝐢𝐫 and tell him that us sinners here. You know, things he's actively hunting down. No reason for that at all.
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost.
Pretty sure he shows up later in the quest, but like,
It feels
why
like
not
we're
having him
sitting on a
out right
powder
now?
keg that could go off at any second. Ugh, I hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
it's the idea that he's gonna show up late. Oh, what if he's gonna show up at his own abolition later, which just highlights how retarded the Traveler is. That we're on a time-sensitive threat, and you're not gonna immediately tell them about the best solution.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
Not a thing.
I questioned a few 𝐁𝐞𝐿 and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone. Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's a 500-year-old threat.
He's been biding his
detected
time
no
for
time.
a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
That's a good question.
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that 𝐈𝐻𝐿 and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rerir! If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one!
Man, you might just die.
Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it, I swear!
No, it's coming from Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Yeah, crazy. Now, no one thought that the fucking moon goddess herself, you know, basically the largest Kuvaki thing, wouldn't be the first time, dude. So I guess this is how all boss fights are gonna go in Genshin now, the Super Saiyan flying. How does that even work? What part did she use to actually grab her? Dendro? Her looter power.
Attacking the damsel elect! What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
Yeah, feel free to join in, 𝐿𝐻𝐿.
𝐿𝐻𝐿, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you.
That's Paimon on the Aggie.
You shall plunge into darkness. Thelindis, soon I will find a way.
Watch out!
Almost just lost a 𝐿𝐻𝐿 there. Bitch almost got obliterated by a fucking death beam. That's right. Can't look better for the hose. This nigga hit a nuclear bomb.
Find them, even if it means turning this place to ashes.
Great. So he does pass possession of the wild hunt. Shout out to Traveler, bro. You can't look bad in front of the hose, bro.
That was too close.
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
Yeah, he's one of the 5 Sinners of Khaenri'ah. I'm glad we haven't acknowledged. Can we tell them that? I mean, we already told them that before, but we relayed to them that we have some prime information on this nigga.
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
Buddy, he might be a threat to all of
I have a
the.
question. When me and 𝐿𝐻𝐿 showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about?
You've met her before. In fact, please don't tell me. I guess the anecdotes don't really count because 𝐈𝐻𝐿 has met her.
We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Yeah.
𝐁𝐞𝐫𝐢𝐫,
I'm the moon goddess.
cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the moon goddess?
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
I mean, I didn't figure it out in the anecdote either.
Why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me.
Not a fan of the moon.
Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the Traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge.
I think it's a bit bigger than that.
It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you.
That's what I think
and seeks to take
it
it
is.
for his own. The list goes on. But right now,
I think he has no
devising a
beef with the moons.
counter-strategy
I
should
think he
be
just
our
wants to
number
go
one
back.
priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
A counter strategy? We don't stand a chance against
Yeah,
an
you need to get
enemy
obliterated,
like this.
Yoda.
Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? So as long as we can sneak out of Nod Krai undetected.
And go where?
I can't say that.
Snezhnaya?
Come on, 𝐿. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
Running is our only option.
Thank you, Damsel. Very
You
nice.
seem surprised. But what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Yeah, the problem is if you get killed, you're gonna make him stronger, which doesn't help us in the long
Doesn't that
run.
make sense? I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf.
Once again, problem is, once he kills you, he's still coming after us, and he'll be even stronger.
A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon.
Yes, it does.
What is it, 𝐊𝐵𝐻? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this. That's not our style.
Yeah, we can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together. Besides, she'd pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
Nice
We
loyalty.
can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
Like I was ignoring the glaring
Riri's true
obvious
objective
fact
remains unclear.
that even if he
Even
kills
if we
her,
were to sacrifice Miss Kutar,
exactly.
there's no guarantee he would
I'm glad
stop.
the only person who speaks logically is on the same level as me is fucking Inetha. The damn robot. We have to fight no matter what. Yeah. He kills you, he gets your moon chunk, whatever he wants out of you. He's more stronger, levels the rest of the nation anyways, and goes on to the next one.
But
No buts.
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scions so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much
We're Arden,
reflection,
by the way.
I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, Not out of obligation, but as part of our family.
Family.
You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
Perhaps it was nothing. Perhaps it was the darkness
Thank
of
you,
war.
𝐊𝐵𝐷. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now.
Well, we'll help you out. We'll blow a hole in the sky and get you some moon power.
Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you
Get us in
saved
contact
us,
with the
we were
Fatui.
transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
Or just because Nod Krai's
It
on a moon.
is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
I ain't from this world, nigga.
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength.
The moon marrow to borrow the eternal
The
moon's
3
power.
moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the Frost Moon, I
Sure,
cannot
tell us
wield
this.
the powers of the other 2.
Yeah, the frost moon marrow's from the
Yet
dead. Oh, God.
moonlight has a way of blending together.
What's her moon marrow?
Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the eternal moon's marrow. But this method of recovery is painfully slow. If only we could find the...
The what? Your moon
It's
marrow?
the Wild Hunt!
The eternal moon?
Even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party, which means Rerir won't be far behind.
Already found us, huh?
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
Exactly. We're waiting around too long. Punch through. What is this fuck-ass team?
Branch is a song.
Good luck! Look!
Preparing for dust
That's
storm.
what I get. You got it.
Defensive mode in
They just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
Rerir's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
Fucking seizure team out here.
Too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kazar's house to escape! This goes on much longer.
Be silent. Observe. Feel the dark.
Lush as the moonlight, by the frost moon
insulation channel deployed.
Fist failure.
Be silent. Observe. Night forest.
Am I supposed to be killing all of them? Am I supposed to be doing something else? We have to break out. They're not just fighting with the motherfucker.
Close your eyes. To dust. The night comes. Observe. Feel the dark.
Branch is a song.
Go claw!
Preparing for dust storm. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Be silent. Observe. Feel the dark. Be silent.
Okay. That was certainly a combat segment. Hey, a Wolfstone Gravestone. Oh my god, it's the Knights of Favonia's Grand Master Varka himself. Music's a bit loud. Oh, he just killed all of them. Okay, what's he gonna say?
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Who are you?
Oh,
Uncle
Paimon?
Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir?
Where the fuck was he at?
You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Oh, that's not exactly the voice I thought. He had a more gruff voice.
Is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move. There's no time to waste.
Apparently, Yoda's a fucking fan or knows about him.
Wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nod Krai, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network.
NIN, huh?
AKA the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Nod Krai, but they've got contacts in every nation.
Yeah, we got D-Link.
As an expeditionary force on foreign soil,
else.
Working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure.
Let's see, can we name them all? D-Luke in Mondstadt, Yalan in Liwa, Ayato in Udazuma, Dori in Sumeru. Who would be in Fontaine? Oh, Chiori in Fontaine. And who in Notland would be like an information broker? Shit, it might be Mavuika herself, actually. I'm trying to think of who's like a super... Maybe 𝐁𝐞𝐜𝐢𝐬? Bounty Hunter... I'm trying to think of who would be like an intelligent broker, not... Maybe Chaska? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of who would that be. It sounds like it would be Mavuika herself. Other than that, that sounds like often for all, and then Naya, we don't know yet.
Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nod Krai should be pretty familiar with me by now.
Should they?
But I believe this is the first time we've met.
We've heard of you. What have you since the start of the game?
Introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas,
Oh,
and Grand
1.0
Master
character.
of the Knights of Favonius.
Finally revealed.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected, but you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
I can't believe it. We got adult adventuring.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsfartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Oh, so you know about it?
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him.
Lost the full-scale assault and still didn't get that fuck.
I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative.
Well, again, Knights of Favonius
I
encountered him
decided to come
twice.
find you.
Got more information
and
than
as luck would
us.
have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Yeah, to not be beaten,
Note
that's
to
for sure.
self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions.
Yeah, we got
now.
our ass kicked out. That dude at
So,
10% strength. And Varka
What exactly
fought
has
him
been
off.
happening in Nod Krai? Why is the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
One's at the heart of a sinner and he's been reborn somehow. Real question of how he returned is actually a
I
real
had
question.
no idea so much had happened. It sounds like you guys have really been through it.
Yeah, a bunch of bullshit.
So, the 𝐁𝐞𝐫𝐢 is actually a Fatui harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nod
Y'all
Krai is
didn't
the
know
work
that?
of the Racher of Solnari, one of the Five Sinners.
Of Khaenri'ah.
Well, that's a lot to take in.
I keep forgetting that little
Took me some
lasted
time
bit,
to
by
wrap
the
my
way.
head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka.
Five Sinners doesn't mean anything to these people until we add the of
You
Khaenri'ah
stood
at
with
the
us
end.
against the Wild Hunt and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
Nah, you can
We've got
rebuild it.
nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter.
It's like working a muscle, bro. Sure, you worked it out and then you stop working out. But when you start working out again, you can get back to it faster because the muscles have already agitated, grown, and ripped and strengthened and repaired. Your body will get back to that form. So,
You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip
it's
up.
not that bad.
That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next.
How very Mondstadt of him.
And
He's the
to be
witness
perfectly
analogy.
honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, considering this fucker's
But
around.
now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
The four winds
New
of change.
variable? You mean us?
Why not?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting
Studded
force
star
of
brass
nature,
knuckles, by the way.
but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere.
Well, his mental's pretty
That
weak.
said, while I was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
Chunks of his heart,
You mean about
shattered
our
body.
mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast.
I thought that was the Moon Maiden who did that.
I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
And also, she's not lying. She actually doesn't, though. Oh,
I
okay.
hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nod Krai Archon's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Sounds like Fatui research logs.
No.
Right.
Still doesn't ring a bell.
That could be anybody.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them.
Now, who's able to wield
Still,
moon power?
It's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there.
They ain't not
But
correct.
once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose.
You didn't want the knights in Nod Krai while he was being reborn, because shit, if he was there when this dude was only at like 2% of his strength, they probably would have ripped his shit to shreds.
I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself? The Moon Maiden and the Racher of Solnari, Nod Krai of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
Now we're fated to get fucked up
So,
here.
what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Consolidate our allies, get our military going, and marshal
Right
the son of a
now,
bitch.
we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one.
And marshal our forces.
First, we need to figure out how to take down Rerir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter.
True.
To my knowledge, the bulk of Nod Krai's fighting force is already gathered here.
Great.
But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rerir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
How's that?
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
How we get your moon powers
3
up?
moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious.
We have the Frost
They
Moon's core.
say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting?
We need the Eternal Moon's
The
mirror.
iridescent moon, the
Oh,
last
okay.
piece in the puzzle.
Get the third moon.
That's right. If we can find
I guess
the
she does have the
Iridescent
marrow
Moon's
inside of herself.
marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
Where do we even begin for
I
that?
know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatoui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
I think we should be involving the Fatui.
I must speak with Sandrone.
We should be
It's
getting
a long
their
way
full
from here to
support
the Experimental Design Bureau.
against this dude.
There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
In fact, if we get him to attack the Fatui Bureau and gets reported back that a Sinner of Khaenri'ah is launching an assault on the Fatui, I'm sure
Then
they're going to
that's
send
settled.
their best
Next
of the
up,
best to deal
our
with that.
second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rerir's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Racher of Solnari. The wild hunt
Solnari
has
sounds
plagued
very
Nod
much
Krai
like
for
a solar
centuries
thing,
now.
though.
If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt
He
even
said his
the
name to
intel
us.
queen of Nod Krai has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Yeah, people are machines.
She heard me.
Nice camera pan in, but one shot of her walking up,
What are you doing here?
figuring out how
I'm
to win
now
this
asking
war.
myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details, details. Miss Nefer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time.
Yeah, we gotta fight a damn war.
Since his
You're
failed
gonna help?
ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rerir. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Nod Krai. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Nefer?
The information
Didn't you
hub.
say
Didn't
this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
Oh, are you retarded? We've worked at the Curatorium multiple times. You don't realize she is the information network in Nod Krai?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nod Krai without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course I know where the meeting place is.
Are we really gonna, like, the game really gonna treat us like we're just, I'm not because I'm stupid, straight retarded and not realize she is the Northern Information Network?
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble.
She's literally been described by Yehoda, Llama, and every character we've met as an information broker. Why are we acting like she isn't, like we didn't know this? Like what?
Well, this certainly qualifies
And
as
not
an
even like
unforeseen crisis.
in another quest, in the main
On behalf of the
storyline, she's been
Curatorium of
described as that.
Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
Keeping your life
What
alive?
if we told you, we can't do this without you?
How about you tell her you don't do this, all of Nod Krai is going to be dead, and even if you escape, whatever country you go to is going to be the next one destroyed? How about that? That's not motivation enough?
Oh? Then I'd say, you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission.
How much money do you have?
Sound fair?
As a woman in the mountains.
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks.
Yeah, like the next 30.
Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss. If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flynn's, that fragment that Rerir was after. Do you still have it on you?
I have no idea why we're treating this like this isn't a Teyvat level threat.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Like, I don't know why we don't inform them that we know he's from Khaenri'ah, we know he's a sinner, and the only other sinner we've heard of is a planet buster. It's like, so what's in it for me if to help you with this little adventure? Probably the entirety of this nation's lives and every other nation around it. I don't know why we're playing this like he isn't going to destroy the entire continent if he isn't at full power.
Shh. This is top secret information.
Very nice.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you, so we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him. I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Send enough influence.
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. Enough did a scan of the moon goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the 𝐁𝐞𝐜 craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me.
The little genius.
Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nod Krai. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
Except for if he tracks the moving one.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Genius
then.
idea.
We'll split into
I
3
am
teams.
a genius.
Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed.
Thank you, Knight General. Look at that. It's the map of Nod Krai. Just on paper. Oh boy. Actual like split mission segments? Look at a little loading screen art. Who drew that?
Lady Damselat. Wait. And you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau?
Wondering why your mic is so
We've been
scratchy.
doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
Huh. You really think that's gonna scare us off?
Aren't Fatui's orders to ignore us?
I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Zandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us?
Do you want to try your luck and attack a Harbinger and the fucking Traveler who you've been advised to avoid? Go ahead.
Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Someone blast him.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of retarded Fatui soldiers these are.
Seems to be in a good mood.
But why would you try stepping authority to not only one harbinger, but another one? You remind me you're a wanted fugitive? Let me remind you, I'm still a harbinger. Title isn't earned by a joke, dickhead. Let me show you why. Good thing it's a damselette. Imagine you try to say that to something like Wander if he was still a harbinger, skirmish, or child.
This time. Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity.
That's...
Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
At least we got her theme.
I'd like to speak with 𝐊𝐿𝐴.
What? Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like
Walked
to speak
into
with 𝐊𝐿𝐴.
the base to ask Sandra to then speak to 𝐊𝐿𝐴.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Rerir. The only ones in Nod Krai are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Oh, I wonder who else is in Nod Krai.
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
Well, I don't understand what 𝐊𝐴 has to do with iridescent moon's marrow. Yeah, I don't understand why the girl who crawled through the chimney to the other dimension.
Is that a no, then?
You keep that. You got moon shit down in the basement of this facility, right? He's gonna blow through this damn facility at some point. He is a common enemy.
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
What's she smiling for? She's
Have
smirking.
you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, 𝐊𝐴, and a bunch of insolent and sensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people. First Rosaline, now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Gulp.
Well, duh.
That's a hell of a facial shot. Damn it, I didn't get it.
Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment.
This girl is tsundere to the max. Good to know.
Oh,
Has to be one of those inside
and
there.
Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again.
Well, how about Tartaglia? We'll see him.
Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia!
Get that bitch some tea.
Have Febronia pass a message to 𝐊𝐴 for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐻's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction.
I wonder what she
I
paid.
just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do.
Why are you still in the Fatui? How did you get recruited?
The 𝐁𝐞𝐜𝐢𝐫 gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
For real? Well, we gotta blast it. Yeah, she did agree to help, so I mean, she did cave in. Why is Paimon smiling? Paimon wouldn't be able to process that thought.
Guess that's our cue to leave.
Yeah, let's name drop our allies so that the Fatui can hunt them down. Retards. Let's just go.
That might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer.
Who might that?
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh boy.
Listen.
Oh great. This
My
is
lady,
actually.
it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
This facility should be fully operational to defend
Another
itself.
uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this. Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself? Huh. You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Paulownia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war.
A broken fucking thing that we broke. Also the shattered window up there to the right that we
Stay
shattered.
and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in a weapon system.
Lovely. Try to not die.
Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the second floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back. Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
What if Arlecchino invites us?
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you.
Oh, nice. Barely have any friends who keep getting blasted.
Come on then, Mr. Rerir. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
Let's go, loading in the Fatui weapon systems. Okay, double loading screen. Nice, bro. We're fucking playing Bethesda again. All those tower defense game modes are coming out now. Holy some bitches. So how the fuck do the people of Nod Krai even fight through this normally? Okay. Frontline defense on that side, good. How are we doing on this side?
Good work, Foxco 1. Foxco 2, prepare to fire!
What is this thing? Ooh, a screen bounce on the firing line. I wonder what Bosco stands for. Walking Sabana directly in front of my damn viewport. What is that? Get out of here. Stop Sabana. That's cheating, bro. The Sabana get directly in front of it. How much power does this guy have to be able to summon our commanded army of this size? Got like a couple thousand goddamn wild hunt units. The sniper drone up here? Yes, it is.
Keep them pinned down. Don't let them get near.
Hell yeah, bro. Fucking headshot shooter. Give me a rifle. Drop these other bitches. Who's even hitting me? I guess it's got that hit. Nine. He went from 2 to 9. I find that funny that the facility.
Deploy all backup units. Get in there and hold the line.
Backup units? They even broke through our front line.
They're more safe than I thought. Whatever. This is where the real fun begins.
Fuck this fight. This is Matt the damn Marvel Zombies game mode. Nightmare 4 difficulty. How many people have died in this nation for him to rise the souls of all these fucking undead creatures? Or humanoid monstrosities.
Don't worry. Once this is over, I'll put it all back together again. I promise.
I wonder if she's got like a sort of lost, like, fear of losing stuff. I wonder why. Look at that in her backstory.
Finally, the Racher himself. Time to...
My machine's damaged.
Huh? Where'd he go? Uh-oh.
Hey, motherfucker just grabbed us first person. Okay, he blew through our fucking line. But they made it inside? Damn, they blew through the entire fucking defensive line?
Polonia, get him!
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
So how this is gonna play out.
She's not here. Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Curse it, Moon.
Wow, the first time he's actually...
Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
First time he's actually made a remark around the moon for them to say that he wants to hunt the moon. Okay, well I guess he blew up Polonia in one hit, bro. Nope, there goes that. Goodbye, Polonia. Never thinking emoji, never. The crematorium secret door. The dormitorium. Good joke. You can laugh, by the way.
So this is your method for investigating Rerir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
Ancient Sumerian desert
Good
magic.
deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frost Moon Scions.
This is some real nigga shit.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. but it's actually kinda nice.
Just a creepy dungeon.
Oh, I guess this must be 𝐁𝐤 decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rerir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Damn. She said, bitch, you ain't ready for this.
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control.
Oh, things about to spiral.
Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
We're fighting the damn cheater of death. Where the fuck the
For once,
Racher
I
of
agree
Solnari
with you.
means?
When
Hello?
you're up against a foe like Rerir, there's no such thing as being too prepared.
I'm right about that, at least.
Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. 𝐁𝐞𝐫𝐢, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Dan's lip.
Eh? Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person.
You could have looked at the clouds with cardinal directions. Now do what I ask.
Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Go get Dory already.
Quit dragging me. I genuinely can't run any further.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she
Damn,
is.
Sumeru music.
After that rude awakening,
Part almost
she
music to
could
be
have
sus-
completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
Dory Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big in Nod Krai, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Nod Krai. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer. Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off.
Great.
What
She's
can I
still
say?
marketing, huh?
The great Lord Sangama Bay is nothing if not generous.
How are you marketing in a situation like that?
So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble? I've got everything you could possibly need. And the more you buy, the more you'll save.
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea?
Ancient looking for an ancient
I need
Khaenri'ah
to know
man.
what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier.
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Nod Krai in the near future. If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Get the hell out the nation.
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at?
What does she even pull out?
No. This is for my personal use only.
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Okay.
Deal.
Side boob. Now, what exactly did
What a
she
way to
give her?
start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
You might not have a bed by the end of today if you didn't give us this damn item.
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
No.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Damn, say that right in front of your boss? Like she's a Yoda. Doesn't care, nor does never sell anything. Now I wonder what she gave her. Watch to find out.
Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye.
What is happening?
So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound.
What is with these ancient rituals, bro?
Now then, let us peer into the Racher of Solnari's past.
How? Is that how she's able to do it? If she has a piece of DNA from your body, she can view your past?
I don't recognize.
Yeah, she's not just an information person.
Must be Khaenri'ah. Simple furnishings, table and chairs.
The Khaenri'ah looks bum as hell.
It's a
What the
more
fuck?
ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Racher of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Khaenri'ah. Unlikely.
Honestly, I don't
It
know.
was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway,
Prosperous nation.
keep
Was it
exploring.
meat a luxury because they couldn't have animals down there? They could barely grow plants. A few storage boxes next to the cabinet. Everything is slightly. Isn't size neatly organized. Whoever lives here seems to be enjoying a pretty comfortable life. A note. A note. Is it just this? Let's read. A handwritten note.
Hi, Rerir. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu.
Familiar
I'll
voice.
test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime.
The kebab shop in
Yes, new
Khaenri'ah.
stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
Universitas Magistrorum. Isn't that the... We're gonna check the card later. Isn't that who observed us falling from the sky?
they didn't sign their name. But they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
Nice Connery music. The piano with the sad violin. And that's very unified civilization type music. Hang on. Oh, come on. Really? I can't open the fucking menu. God, this game sucks a dick sometimes.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Felindis was tied up with something and couldn't make it. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good.
That's what people dumbing this fast.
If he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Felindis. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
What the fuck is
Train keep
Felindis?
falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only.
No, vegetables were rare, that's what it is.
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Alchemy? 𝐁𝐞𝐬𝐫 mushrooms.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Khaenri'ah is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Khaenri'ah don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I mean,
I'm just about
I
saved
guess
up
people
enough
don't
now.
know where Khaenri'ah is. I'm Jason Mirror.
And keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is.
Who had such vague notes? What's really is mostly a mundane affair of everyday life. It's clear that the author's ordinary conman, or at least they're passing themselves off as one. Author's handwriting doesn't reveal anything. It's neither slow, showy, nor stiff. In fact, it doesn't really leave any particular impression.
He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks.
Doesn't write much about himself.
Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard.
Well, I did grow up like that. I mean, most people don't change their adult life. At the end of the diary, you notice a page with shallow indentation along the bottom. The previous page has been torn out. For now, its contents remain a mystery.
Did Rerir rip it out himself?
Someone certainly got it. But the pen marks like these leave a trace of something that, like charcoal, to add some color. You just need to find the right angle. When Jennifer looks around, she finds a fine charcoal pen on the pencil on the desk. Before long, she has restored the missing words. How's that work? How did you write in the words in a memory? Huh? How did you interact in the world? Compared to the forgettable handwriting from before, these lines have been scrawled in a rougher, more haphazard way, as if the person who wrote them was in an emotional state.
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled. It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
You got a bad bitch. Always
This
good.
is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that?
Well, you can't let the bro
burial
see.
place of a fallen moon.
Hey, bro, we might have found our iridescent moon. No. Yes, iridescent. It's a blood moon.
Rerir, over here.
Holy
Dang!
shit, man.
Oh, and, Vedelfin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
You saw they ate
Hello
bread together?
there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Long ass arms.
Well, I'm flattered.
So,
You can tell they're
what
long.
are we
just like
discussing today?
a model curving.
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
Bro, your bro getting married?
I
How
just
you
didn't
not gonna
expect
help
you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
What is your job?
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
He just got a vision.
Vedifulnir, Dainsleif's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Khaenri'ah as the Visionary. And said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades?
Ooh,
Why
you're
did
a
he
court-appointed
react so
assassin.
strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day.
Yeah, instead of his white
Perfectly
demon
normal.
hair and his fucked up everything
different
else.
from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
We got a whole backstory on these motherfuckers. So he's a Vinster King assassin.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today,
Oh,
so I
Moon
got
Eyes.
off
She is
earlier than
not
usual.
Khaenri'ah.
How's your day been?
Half Moon Eyes.
Oh, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
It can be. Except we fucking went and we drank to the Visionary and he wasn't too happy.
Vedifulnir showed up today too. You know, Dainsleif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifulnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You could be such a child sometimes, Rerir. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Oh, bitch missed the point completely. It isn't that he's concerned about us. It's just that when the topic is brought up, he probably got a vision about it. In that moment.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Rerir. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me that. What's your answer?
Yeah, how you having this whole conversation?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
All right. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever.
Ooh, something tells me she's gonna die before or something. How does it happen?
Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedifulnir and Dainsleif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference.
Aren't you an assassin for the king?
Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense.
All right, so that's happened to the Crimson Moon.
Tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies.
Political assassination, intrigue,
to
Khaenri'ah.
carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will.
Interesting.
What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace?
So he was a Khaenri'ah assassin, directly responsible for enacting the king's will of killing almost all opposition and hierarchies of the Crimson Moon Dynasty. We wondered how the Crimson Dynasty became the Eclipse. Well, that's how. They just killed all of them. Or at least assassinated them and then surmised their positions to the guise of normal political
Thelindis.
Naturalization.
It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Rerir. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there.
Well, how are you gonna become a sinner, bro? He had a woman on his
a
arm.
hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner.
People are already married,
Besides,
basically.
they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services.
Intelligence service.
By giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do.
Khaenri'ah KGB agent.
Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work?
Nice smile.
dig a
Creepy
little
smile.
deeper.
You can see her teeth when she smiles. Because she has fangs. Oh, yo, you see? Whoa, whoa. Like, it's mirror movement. It's janky as shit. But, like... That's cool. Oh, boy. It's insane Khaenri'ah lore. I mean, we're fighting a sinner. Of course we'd get it, but didn't expect to get that out of Nod
operation was a
Krai.
resounding success, and all thanks to you, Racher of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
Hey, it's the guy who
After all
does...
these years since the dynasty's fall,
What's his
many
name?
of them still linger on.
You know what's crazy? Rerir in his insane form sounds like this dude here. It sounds like the Crispin Freeman voice, but it clearly isn't. Now I know it definitely isn't, because this is what he sounds normally.
Indeed.
This is also the guy who
cannot be
does
denied.
Yi Shunrong and Genshin.
Yet it was
so he's-
destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Venster King, now guides our nation on the path to
Yeah,
prosperity.
no, I know. It's not Crispin Freeman.
Khaenri'ah has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
They did say the moon fell into the world, so I guess Khaenri'ah did worship the moon. The Crimson Moon, that is.
that's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. And that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon.
Oh, his wife's gonna be direct
Someone,
descendant.
it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Racher of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, 𝐁𝐞𝐜. You look after yourself, too.
Oh, he absolutely gonna get targeted. His wife absolutely gonna obliterate.
I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know.
She's gonna die before they get married, and so he'll never know the truth either. Which is gonna destroy him mentally.
The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why 𝐵𝐸𝐹 held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share?
No, bro, like I said, he just had a vision of your wife dying.
No matter what happens, I will protect the Lindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by 𝐵𝐸𝐹's reaction. 𝐵𝐸𝐹 and 𝐁𝐞𝐠𝐢𝐧, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try something?
She act like she met these people.
Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
Uh-oh. Now you're using mind-reading tech, and you're seeing this. Also, I call Yehoda and Llama are seeing this too. I wouldn't have done that.
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir. You're in for it. Big time.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Whose voice is that?
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
Is that like, that sounds like a modulated voice.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying.
Crimson Moon Dynasty, yes.
May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
Just like our
It doesn't
keynote.
matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out. Not long ago, the Racher of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
I don't want to say it, because I think it's just weird mic and like modulation, but this sounds like an AI-generated voice.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this, and I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rerir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to the Lindis.
So how does that work?
Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rerir's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
Hello?
I had no idea you could do that, boss.
Yeah.
Seriously, that was amazing.
I've never seen that type of tech.
We're not worthy.
She's straight up able to view people's memories based on using pieces of them. So if you got like Yehota's strand of hair with lava strand hair, you'd be able to tell their entire fucking life story.
I gotta admit though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
Actually, that seems pretty addicting to be able to go through someone else's memories, like see their entire life story. But it's not a power to be abused.
I'm just as curious as you are, but the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now.
Ceremony, yeah.
Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
Did we though?
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too.
That was insane.
Especially the group with the Traveler.
That was
Their mission
bombshell
is a
Conry and
risky
Lord, by
one.
the way.
Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Let's head back and meet up with the others. I think we'll cut it off at Thunderclap. I don't know, this might be another 30 minutes. Okay, well, it's gonna snap me into me.
They've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit.
2 days, good
They might
God.
not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked.
Nice and quiet, just sneak past. You know how it goes.
Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rerir. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks
Yeah,
again.
it doesn't matter, but we still gotta try.
Oh, guess you're right. All right, time to zip it.
Yeah, shut the hell up. Okay, everlasting as the moon. Hang on, everybody. What I wanted to check actually before I do anything was the card. Where is it? Almighty Sovereign, the universe's Magistrum has provided predictions you requested. The two stars have been captured in the world's gravity and unlikely orbital period, and today their paths shall intertwine once more. I was right. Meeting in Outrealms. Nailed it, bro. Alright, we're at hour 30. Let's just sneak through and get it going.
We almost got spotted.
We're good, just keep moving, damn.
Phew, that was a close call.
Oh, it wasn't? Although I can't jump, bro. I gotta fucking manually climb up shit.
Watch out! He's coming this way!
Damn, bitch, let me go! Damn! What the fuck is this like snapping my camera for? Just let me move. Jesus.
Oh, there's no end to these things!
There's gotta be another way, right? So did he summon the entire army the wild time? Because, damn, bro. Nod Krai's cooked. I didn't realize his army was like at least 100,000 creatures strong. We find our way through.
Fire.
Oh, fire.
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
Yeah, not a regular fire. We know it's got that black flame. It's the Crimson Moon Dynasty powered. That was quick. Holy shit, it's the ancient demon, the name. I'd imagine so, her powers.
Sandrone was right. You look weak, 𝐁𝐫𝐿.
Damn, bro. Bad bitch just dropped in like nothing, bro. She do not care.
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the 𝐁𝐞𝐠𝐢𝐳, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
At least we know she's old Khaenri'ah now.
It's 𝐊𝐵𝐷𝐻𝐿! You came!
So like he was like 500 years old.
Again, 𝐁𝐵𝐷𝐻.
Or at least
And greetings,
from a 500-year-old
guests
dynasty.
of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, 𝐊𝐵𝐷𝐻𝐿.
Yes, it has. All right. We're still at the design bureau. Evil 𝐊𝐵𝐷𝐻𝐿 picture. Nice. Their T. Oh, well, you only lost like 90 to like 95% of your army.
Stupid Racher of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished.
Fourth time you said that.
He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
Who the
You
fuck?
can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy?
Who's got that nerd
Wait a
emoji ass
minute.
voice?
I recognize that voice.
I don't.
Hello, Miss Sandrone.
Oh, okay.
Father sent us
Oh, it's
over to
Ferminator who
help.
said that.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machine.
Touched it twice and already
Nearly
shattered.
every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Bitch, you blow up every machine. This is a mechanical facility.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you.
Cleaning, dude.
You've got it.
Wait a second.
Where is your... I'll
Pretty
see,
sure
what's your
there's still
mom?
some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
How nice of her to offer. Alright, we're at the secret base. Perfect time to cut them in the damn video. Oh, perfect, actually. Great. I can literally click at the spot. Alright, first part done. Can't wait to see how horrible everything else goes, because holy 𝐁𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐻 lore bombs, we are not killing this dude.